Humanity Unleashed Episode 46, War's Silent Symphony.
I leaned against the railing of the observation deck, watching the space outside. The swirling nebula of Viral stood out, its vibrant colors a stark contrast against the void. It was hard to believe that this beautiful sight had once been the battleground of the First Contact War. A soft voice behind me murmured,
"I've heard tales, but never witnessed it. Viral Nebula, where it all began."
I turned, facing an entity I hadn't seen before. Bioluminescent, amorphous, constantly shifting. "You know about the war?" The being shimmered.
"I am Iridal, an archivist. We collect and store memories. The First Contact War is a popular request amongst many species."
I nodded. It wasn't just a war. It was a lesson. Erithal shifted, a shade of blue pulsating.
"Curiosity, please share your perspective."
Taking a deep breath, I began. Humans, full of dreams and ambitions, finally managed interstellar travel. We found worlds beyond imagination. But the first sentient species we encountered wasn't welcoming. They were the Varians, skilled in psionic warfare. Erithal glimmered in a pattern I took as intrigue.
Psionic warfare?
War fought with minds. They could incapacitate our crews, cripple our ships with just thoughts. They saw our material weapons as primitive. In our first meeting, they felt threatened and lashed out. The battle was instantaneous, and it was here, around Viral. Erithal seemed to absorb this, changing into a shade of soft purple.
Loss. Regret. Yet the nebula remains beautiful.
I chuckled. That's the irony. In our desperation to communicate, to halt the onslaught, our scientists hatched a wild plan. We would send a message not with words, but with emotion. Erithal swirled.
Emotion? How?
We used our ships to channel collective human emotion, amplified it, and directed it at the Varians. Not aggression, but our earnest desire for peace, our regret for the misunderstandings, our hope for a shared future. The raw, unfiltered barrage of human emotion was something they weren't prepared for. It stunned them. The archivist's colors changed rapidly, a rainbow of reactions.
What happened next?
The nebula. Our emotional outpouring interacted with the gases of Viral, igniting them. It was accidental, but it created this masterpiece. I waved at the view. It was our olive branch. The Varians, realizing the depth of our sincerity and seeing the beauty birthed from conflict, agreed to talks. The First Contact War ended, not with a victor, but with two races understanding each other. Erithal was a calm shade of green now.
Harmony. Unity. It's a beautiful memory.
I smiled. More than that. It became our doctrine. Communication, understanding, emotions, they're our strengths. In the vastness of space, with its myriad beings, it's emotions that bind us. The archivist shifted closer.
Would you share this memory with me?
Nodded, reaching out. As I touched Erithal, a rush of emotions surged forth, not just mine, but of every human who'd witnessed the nebula's birth. A shared legacy. Erithal receded, colors dancing wildly.
Gratitude. This will be a cherished memory.
I bowed slightly, as is our first meeting, Erithal. With mutual respect, two beings from different corners of the universe looked out at the nebula, a silent testament to unity.